Hi, it's Jerry Burak. I thought I'd show you a few different types of engines that do not run on gasoline. In front of me, I'll show you in a minute, I have a hot air engine or a Stirling cycle engine. The charge is self-contained. It does not go to the atmosphere. It travels from one heated cylinder. The air travels over to a smaller piston. Has colder air and it gets pushed up, and pressure is reversed, and it basically just keeps going until it runs out of fuel. You're looking at a small engine called a flame licker or a vacuum engine. It actually runs on fire. I can show you it. There's a fire underneath here. As the piston goes down, the little trap door opens and it sucks the flame in. The flame expands just briefly and pushes the piston down. When it gets to the bottom, the flame goes out, creates a vacuum, and pulls it back up. And they sometimes get fussy. Trying to heat a small steam engine here. The fire keeps going out. So we will pan over. Here's another engine. This is called a hot air engine. You can see there's a flame down below. There's a larger piston in here. The heat travels, there's a tube in the center of this black piece, and it goes over here. There's another small piston in there. And that's cold air, that's hot air. It's a self-contained system, really. And all you do is flip the wheel and it runs. It has a throttle to govern it. I'm letting in more heat from the big piston, or you can throttle it way down. And it just runs and it's silent, very well built. And that's the principle. They were called Stirling engines back around 1910. You can still get a replica Stirling fan and use just a little the canned fire, and it'll run it. You can put it on your side table and cool you off. You can go quite fast. Use denatured alcohol for the fuel. I think I might have the flame too high. You can see the flame being sucked in. Very simple. Usually they would put a little belt on the pulley and they would run a generator and turn on some little lights. So there's two different types of engines. I think I'll go over and show you my little 1910 cream separator engine. This is a 1910 Paige cream separator engine. It was developed to take the place of a human trying to get cream by turning the handle by hand. They got tired of that. They needed a small engine to turn the handle. This is what they came up with. You see the pulley on the flywheel, that pulley connected to the big drum they would spin to make cream. Only oiler for the engine is what you're looking at. When I flip the little handle up, it will drip approximately 3 to 6 drops per minute, and that's all the lubrication it needs. It's a great little engine. Let's see if I can start it for you using one hand, and I sometimes need to work the throttle. Let's give this another shot. Open the oiler. As you see, only one valve is operated by a push rod and a rocker rod. That's the exhaust valve. The intake is atmospheric. The way they work is they have a much lighter spring. When the exhaust valve closes, there's enough suction to pull it down, and it draws in whatever mixture it needs to run at that speed. You see, if I hold it open, it'll quit. Draws through this little mixer we're looking at, and the fuel tank is below that. There's an arm and a governor, and it's set to run at a given speed. The governor works in 2 little balls, and as the speed increases, the weight of the balls goes out, and it pushes on the arm you see out towards the right, and that's what runs the throttle. The arm going up with a little wire going back to the mixer. However, it's a modern engine. You can see the push rod spinning, so it doesn't hit the same place each time. A new exhaust for it. That exhaust is made exactly like the original, except I used aluminum. The nuts are identical. The original one was stamped steel, and they obviously rusted out by this time. Not bad for 114 years old. Definitely beats cranking. The ignition is a 12-volt battery. The little brown box is basically a coil from a Model T, the buzz box, the buzz coil, and it's just connected to a knife switch. And it'll live to see another day. Bye. This is a small steam engine, very small. Put my finger in there, you can see. There's the fuel in the little canister. It's denatured alcohol. There's a boiler inside the big section here. The little teeny thing you're looking at is basically the little steam engine itself. And there you have it. So this one's running on steam. Everybody needs one of those in their pantry.